December 12th, 1927. Jack Youngwood here for the Newark Ledger.
Nancy June Harlan for the New York Graphic.
On the strange case of the Radium Girls,
Who claim they were poisoned at the hands of their employer.
and now seek their day in court.
$250,000.
That's the price tag on their suffering.
$250,000.
Doctors say the Radium Girls have only a year to live.
Only 1 year to live and 250 grand to spend. What would you do with that kind of money?
What would you do to ease your last suffering days on Earth? What would you do with $250,000?
I'd use it to pay medical bills and to pay for the second mortgage on my house, the one my father took off to pay for my last operation.
Pretty Grace Fryer sits at home,
Suffering bravely through this entire ordeal
struggling valiantly to keep up her flagging spirits.
for the sake of her family and her friends.
It hurts to smile, but I try to smile. I know if I don't smile, I'll go crazy.
Tell us, Miss Fryer, how does it feel knowing you have so little time left?
I try not to think about it.
But it must get to you sometimes.
Knowing what you've been through.
And the company's getting that off your labor.
And all they have to say about it is,
No comment.
don't you just want to punch somebody?
Oh no, that would be me. I'd rather just think about how it's going to be when justice prevails. Then maybe I can do something nice for the folks. Maybe send them on a trip. They never did have no honeymoon.
What a fine example of womanhood. We can only aspire to bear our cross in life as nobly as this young girl.
Gwen had a lot of good lines.
Miss Waller, must object to this kind of histrionics.
I have nothing to do with that.
I've been in this game a long time, Miss Waller. When I see a story like this, move over the wire, so I'm not so naive as to believe that a plaintiff's attorney has nothing to do with it.
What's your prison story?
$1,500 for each girl.
$1,500, that's 9 years' wages.
We think it's very generous considering your case won't survive the statute of limitations.
This is the case of equity, sir. The Chancery Court will come to a different conclusion.
The Chancery Court can't rewrite the law, and the law is clear. 2 years from the date of injury. Your clients are out of time.
2 years from the date the cause of injury is discovered.
Very creative, Miss Waller, very clever. I must admire your imagination, but you've a long way to go before you convince the judge.
And in the meantime, Mr. Barkley, the press will continue to take great interest in the story, since the company is making true difference to its workers.
No doubt this will prove to be good press in the Consumers League, and you accuse us of exploiting these girls.
You're the one hiding behind the statute of limitation.
Hiding Miss Wiley?
You know very well, Lord, I've anticipated a situation like this. These girls were dying years before anyone knew the
Before
cause.
anyone knew the cause? Does that include the U.S. Radium Corporation? When, or should I say, if this case goes to trial? I only hope that's your only opening argument. You will have made our case. Tell me again the purpose of these articles, Miss Wiley.
Public sympathy, Mr. Barkley. That's the engine of reform.
You're antagonizing the company.
So the strategy is working.
And how does it help the girls read a dozen different newspapers that there's so little time to learn?
Mr. Barkley, surely you can see, the U.S. Radium Corporation cares nothing about the exposed explosion, but the average housewife at Orange cares very deeply. So do millions of other women across the nation. These women shop, they buy watches, can be as smug as you like, but the Consumers League may believe that only one out. We know. Public sympathy, Mr. Barkley. Wait and see.
See you at the hearing.
Look at all these letters, Catherine. This man actually sent a picture. You all right, Catherine?
Bleeding again.
Shall I get the nurse?
It did this before. It'll stop.
Maybe we should go.
No, don't go.
Do I need to sleep?
Who can sleep? I never sleep.
Well, you'll sleep tomorrow.
Yeah, might not wake up.
Of course you'll wake up.
Not if it don't go well. Sometimes you don't come out of it so good. My mother's cousin, she went into the hospital for her appendix, and she never came home again.
Well, you just can't think that way. That's all. Look at all these letters, Catherine. Miss Mallory said people will be on our side, and she sure was right. Here's one from California.
What if we don't win?
Of course we'll win.
Well, what if we don't? My father will lose his house. We'll be on the street. They'll be on the street too. Your father must owe thousands. And you and Tom, you won't never get married. How can you stand it, Grace?
Catherine, please.
How can Tom stand it? Don't you ever wonder? I don't never hear him complain.
Catherine, once let us hear the testimony. He's got a rule for us. All he has to form of this. It'll be over in a day.
You think?
Sure. Want to see what kind of shape we're in? We'd be awful hard to ignore, don't you think?
That'll be something then, to see the look on Mr. Reader's face when we get up on the stand.
No. You want to read some of my letters?
It didn't happen in the shop. I got some to know.
Took you long enough.
Don't kill me. I had 6 people stop me on the way over here. All from reports. All of them acting after you.
Waiting for me to die.
No one's making dreams die.
It's true. One of them called my mother, asking if I had died. When she said no, he sounded disappointed.
Try to do a little bit. You'll feel better.
Evening, girls, how about a picture?
For the love of Mike, what are you doing?
We need some pictures on the graphics exclusive for the girls.
Exclusive? What are you talking about?
$5,000, that's what. What do you say, Grace? That sound good to you? Think you could use $5,000?
I don't understand.
Perhaps you're familiar with Bernard McFadden.
Who? The faith healer?
Herbalist, Mr. Carter Herbalist. Bernard McFadden's patent herbal therapy is just beginning to get these girls back on their feet. And the graphic will pay for it. All we ask is the exclusive rights from their story from here on out. See for yourself.
You want to pay us to go see the number God?
Easy money, huh?
Let me see.
They're serious, Grace.
The graphic always does business on the up and up.
I don't know.
Was your father own a house?
I don't know exactly.
And a lot of hospital. That's a couple hundred at least.
At least,
Maybe we should think about it.
And all we do is talk to this herbalist fellow.
Of course, we'll have to get our money's worth. A regular series of features with pictures following the course of treatment, your illness, recovery, or otherwise, depending on how it goes.
and then you put whatever you want.
Maybe we add some color. Everybody adds color.
It don't sound so bad.
Maybe we should talk to Miss Wiley about it.
Miss Wiley, what's in it to her? You're the ones with the bills to pay.
It wouldn't be right to do something like this without talking to Miss Wiley.
You're a big girl, Grace. Can you make your own decisions?
Of course I can make my own decisions.
You'd take it if it came from the company.
The company owes a lot more than that.
If you ever see it.
Grace, maybe we should do it.
It just don't feel right.
You're going to talk to the reporters anyhow. Why not get someone else?
He's right, you know. Why give your story away when people are crazy to read it? Believe me, you girls could cash in big. The day we ran the feature on you, bang, sold out every copy at every newsstand. Everybody can sympathize with the plight of some poor sick girl facing certain death with no fulfillment in life.
I'd like you to go now. My friend is tired and she needs to rest.
Great. At least think about it.
Sure, think it over. I understand you're worried about what people will say. But hey, you gotta think about your own interests here. Look out for number one. That's the way. Everybody else is out to get what they can. For sure, why should you sit back and keep your nose clean when everybody else is